Hey y'all, I'm Dr. McCullough, the orthodontist here at Palmetto Kids Dentistry, and one thing that I want to go over with you today is how to brush and floss with your braces, as well as how to take care of your retainers. So I have here today a few different things that I'm going to show you, and my little model with fake teeth and braces. And what I want to show you here is the proper way to brush your teeth. So what you should be doing is brushing the way that you normally would, which is taking your toothbrush and angling it upwards towards the gum line on the top and using a small circular motion like so, all the way around the arch. And then same thing on the bottom, angling towards the gum line, small circular motion, all the way around the arch. Now the great thing about electric toothbrushes that we will give you if you get started with your comprehensive treatment here is that the electric toothbrushes, they really do the work for you. So you don't have to worry about the small little circular motions that I'm talking about. But if you do use a manual toothbrush, that is something that is important to making sure that you get all the plaque off of your teeth. Now, in addition to brushing your teeth like normal, with braces, what you need to do is make sure that you also go back over your teeth and your braces and angle down towards the brackets themselves and up against the brackets. So essentially you need to make sure that you are cleaning all surfaces of those brackets so that you can clean all the plaque from around those surfaces. Now, there's another thing that I want to show you here. It is one of my favorite things to use with the braces to make sure that you can get floss in between the teeth, and it's called a floss threader. So this here is very analogous to using like a needle and thread. What you do is you take just a regular piece of floss and you thread it through essentially like the eyelet of the needle. And this is a little stiffer end here, which makes it a lot easier to take that piece of floss and thread it underneath the wire, like so. And then once you get the floss underneath the wire, then you just pull it out. And once it's under there, you can floss in between the teeth like normal, okay? So that is something that's really great to use to help you get underneath the wire there. Something that I always love to tell my kids that are in school all day long is that the use of proxy brushes, which I have an example for you right here. This, you can see it's essentially like a little mini toothbrush on the end of a stick here. And the reason why I really love these is because it's easy to keep these with you in your pocket, in your backpack, and you can use them after lunch, at school, really quick and easy, or really just multiple times throughout the day. So with this, you can see that I actually bent the end of it here. So you can bend them for easier access depending on where you're trying to get inside the mouth. But what you can do is you can use these to go in between the teeth like this to help get out all that plaque that may be sitting underneath the wire, or if you've got chain underneath the chain inside the mouth. So these come in all different shapes and sizes. I have a rather large one right here, but they come in really tight, small, skinny ones, and there's just different variations. So you can find what works best for you and just stick with it, really. The last thing that I want to show you is just really an example of a clear plastic retainer. This is called an Essex retainer. I am going to do another video clip where we talk about the different types of retainers and some indications for those. But this is the most common type of retainer that we use in this practice. And so with these retainers, you can see that it's clear. What I always tell my patients is that it's clear when I'm giving it to you, it should stay that way. So if you are noticing that your clear retainer is getting any sort of buildup on it where it's looking a little bit stained or something like that, then that means that you're not doing a good enough job of cleaning it. So really what you should be doing is taking a toothbrush, preferably typically a spare toothbrush, just because I always tell people, I want you to be brushing your retainer harder than I want you to be brushing your teeth. Really, with your teeth, you should use just a light finger pressure like this, but with the retainer, I want you to be scrubbing it pretty good. Okay, so you might notice if you're brushing your retainer the way that you should, the bristles of your toothbrush may be a little bit frayed, which is something that you should not see when you're brushing your teeth. So I have these types of retainers, and I brush mine with just my toothbrush and toothpaste, but really over a very long span of time, toothpaste is actually abrasive and can actually wear things down over time. So the absolute best thing to use would just be soap and water. There are some other commercially available things that you can buy out on the market now, like retainer cleansers and ultrasonic machines that you can use to help clean your retainers at home. All of those things are great and they do work, but really if you've got a toothbrush and some soap and some water, if you're doing a good job brushing it, then that should suffice. As always, you can give us a call if you have any questions at 843-284-6497.